Hey, it's Soul with your weekly Shadowlands guide. Acknowledge me by liking the video and subscribing for more content. First, let's cover some of the most important hotfixes from last week. Poke, our violent little ball of destruction, now enters combat properly. Make sure to whip it out while you're in the zone for significant contribution to your damage. It's terrific for alts or if you're doing low DPS. A series of nerfs have been applied to the Streets of Wonder side of Tazavesh. I haven't tried it myself, but I hear it's still a big pain in the butt, so let's see how things go this time, considering for Mythic Plus, this is a fortified week. If you haven't noticed already, treasure chests in Zereth Mortis are much more plentiful, ensuring a quick clear of the patterns within Patterns Weekly, which you should have noticed now has changed to a more standard weekly quest. A bunch of PvE trinkets were effectively nerfed to the ground in PvP, making it a bit more clear where a player should go for the best gear for their preferred method of play. A bunch of encounters from the SFO raid have been nerfed. In some cases, health is reduced, or incoming damage has been nerfed, and some effects are easier to see on older rigs. I'll provide a link to the full list of hotfixes in the video description. It's a new week in patch 9.2, and with that comes what will easily be a familiar weekly routine. Just in case, maybe a little song will help. Get Quest for a Renown and switch to Venthyr if you need, then off to Zereth Mortis for the routine of the week. Grab up all the questies, whip out Pogo Purge land, open quest and slaughter every creature that you can. Once you're done, return to all your candle-headed friends, then off to farm for anima cause there is no f***ing end. Done. The Taylor Swift collaboration is coming soon exclusively to Spotify. Just click on D's nuts in the description below. What could help a bit is the Dark Moon Fair being in town this week. Pick up the reputation buff and slam the daily and weekly content for a bit of a boost. This week, the Sepulcher of the First One's raid fully opens up on normal, heroic, and mythic difficulty. The first wing of the raid finder opens up too, with 4 bosses including Halandris, who drops a tier token for the leg slot, and this is available to all classes. Considering tier, it's pretty much open season for anybody to dive into raid finder difficulty, from solo players to racers to world firstesses, for a chance at completing set bonuses. With an item level requirement of only 220, we can expect the raid finder space to be pretty crowded compared to previous seasons. With all of this comes the finale of the raid and what could be one of the final cinematic pieces of the Shadowlands expansion. We can expect lots of fruitful and civil discussion as well as thoughtful comparisons between World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. Haha, right. Before you head off to raid adventure time though, it might be a good idea to take care of the dungeon event quest this week. Complete 4 mythic dungeons in any difficulty including regular mythic zeros to get a chest that contains a heroic non-tier piece of gear from SFO. Don't forget about your Great Vault either. If you're eligible for multiple choices, I tend to wait until the end of my endgame activities for the week. That way I get a choice after I burn through all of my RNG opportunities. South Shore v Terran Mill is the name of the brawl this week, along with the ever-present solo shuffle. Maybe to me, I think it's just cool that solo stuff and a random brawl is available each week. You know what else would be nice though? Time walking every week and mage tower up all the time. Over in Mythic Plus World, we have almost nothing to work with as we've only seen one affix combination. Last week's affixes were tyrannical, bolstering, and explosive, meaning that this week is a fortified week, and any number of combinations here could be next. We did learn from a blue post that Necrotic and Sanguine are not likely to be part of the rotation this time around, as that felt like a bit of a double whammy for tanks who had to balance mob control of puddles with Necrotic being necrotic. Players will be able to complete up to Chapter 5 of the 9.2 campaign this week. Completing it will award folks some cute little cutscenes, but more importantly, the recipe needed to craft or upgrade your way to rank 7 legendaries. Ew. With this recipe, crafters will be able to create a Vestige of the Eternal, which when used with a crafting recipe will turn a rank 4 base item to a rank 7. Keep in mind that whether you're crafting or upgrading a new legendary, you'll need to visit the rune carver and fork over both the new base item, whatever other resources that you need on top of 2,000 cosmic flux, and then you're good to go. Me personally, I'm going to ignore this for 2 more weeks when double legendaries are available because my current legendary is in fact the Covenant legendary from 9.1. Knowing it's going to be replaced with Unity in a few weeks, it'd be a waste to upgrade my current belt knowing that I'm going to replace it later. By now, if you've been doing some diligent farming, you'll have gone past the heavy lifting of the Cipher of the First One's feature. All the research that had research times ought to be completed, meaning your alts can now enjoy the feature free of these research times. I'll remind you folks for a bit longer that by completing Altonian Understanding and completing the questline that becomes available, you'll get access to a vendor and the 50% Cypher research bonus that you can trade to alts. With the start of Mythic Week and the end of the raid in sight, there's an opportunity, not a chance really, but an opportunity for the WoW team to start building up to a big announcement of WoW's next expansion. I'll be holding my breath along with the other 5 of you, and I'm pretty excited to find out where the next adventure will take us. In the meantime, that's going to be it for now, so thanks for coming. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more WoW content. You can also catch me on Twitch. Coffee with Soul takes place every Tuesday through Thursday starting at 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Drop a line and say hi, and otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.